Hey lovelies, you're welcome back to Reviews and Recap. Let's just say I was here for Dustin so much that I decided to make 2 videos about Dustin, okay? Now let's get into what Dustin said on the Monday recaps with Carlos King. So this time around it was Kimmy, Letitia, not the one from Huntsville, and Dustin, okay? So they basically talked about the episode. Well, let's just say Kimmy had a lot to say. So Carlos King asked Kimmy about the whole whether cheating is a deal breaker in her relationship with Maurice. And she basically, you know how she does her dancing, of course, dancing around the question. She basically insinuated that she would not let Maurice cheat in the relationship. But honestly, the whole response when she was talking about Maurice just seemed like lackluster. It just seemed like she did not want to be bothered with this question. She did not want to be bothered with Maurice. She did talk about she met Maurice at a party-like setting, and that in the past she used to complain about him partying late nights a lot, and that she does not like it. And then she said that she doesn't care anymore. And she's made it clear that she doesn't like Maurice late hours at the club. And like she used to be stressed about it, but now time has passed. Here's the thing. First of all, why marry somebody who has a party lifestyle that you don't like to begin with? I would always suggest, if you've already expressed that you don't like it and he has not stopped it whilst you're dating, then there is no need to marry somebody if that really, really bothers you. And also, I feel like is a sign of a bigger issue. If you love partying so much compared to having a relationship with your wife, and you cannot even come to a compromise like, okay, baby, I won't party as much. Can I do once a month or so? Can you come with me? Let's do it like something I like doing together. The fact that that is not it, and he would rather be out in the streets partying. Now, let's not forget, we saw those recaps that the show gave us from previous seasons where he was dancing with the strippers and drinking. So he's about that life. Now, I know she said she doesn't care anymore, but I don't think it's for lack of caring. I feel like she is worn down with the fact that she has tried to fight it. She's tried to get him to change and he's not changing. And she is over it. I feel like that is more what it is than her saying like she doesn't really care anymore. I found it very odd that when she was saying like she didn't really know where he was and stuff. I'm like, okay, your man is out in the middle of the night. You don't know what he's doing. You're not there with him. He does this on a regular basis and you want me to believe that you're cool with it. Of course you're not. Sometimes I look at Kimmy and I feel like, this is my opinion, of course, I have no way of proving I may be completely wrong, but outside looking in, I feel like she's not happy. I feel like she is just putting up with it because she has accepted it as her cross. Let's be clear. Who is going to be happy with someone like Maurice who wants to have sex all the time, knowing fully well that he had a wife that was battling cancer at the time? So like, how is that going to be something that she's going to be happy with? Yet she acted like she was cool with it just to protect him. And I feel like that's what she's always doing. And I get the impression now she doesn't even care. She still protects him in the way in which she says it. But I feel like her face is giving it away. Like when she was talking about Jalen's dad and she said something like they had a good relationship, but her face and her body language was giving her away. I feel like her body language gives her away when she talks about Maurice and the things that he does. I don't think she's happy. I think she is fronting. I think she's putting up with it. I don't think she has any intentions of leaving Maurice. I feel like she has accepted it as this is almost what she deserves. And I feel like part of it is because from the way they talk about the relationship, it sounds like she sought him out. She wanted him. And so she pursued him, in my opinion. And that's my interpretation of how they express how they met, right? And so when you think about it in that way, it's like you went all your way to get this person to then realize that this person, in my opinion and allegedly, doesn't have much going on for them, yet wants sex all the time, wants me to do all the house chores, never really is at home, is out partying all through the hours of the night. On whose dime, who knows? At some point, it's like, what are you there for? What benefit do you bring to her life? But I think she has just accepted it as this is her cross to carry, in my opinion. But let me know what you guys think about that. She also said that when she got the call that he had been arrested for a DUI, it's one of the things that she's dreaded. She never wanted to get a call like that. And she doesn't really care about his late night hours. She's kind of accepted it and left him to hang with his own boys. I'm like, are you sure he's hanging with the homeboys? Are you sure it's just the homeboys? Remember they talked about the parties that used to happen allegedly in Credit One? Is it just the homeboys hanging out? Or could they be having company? I don't know what guys like to hang out all of the time and there is no female company. If you guys know, let me know in the comment section below. And this is coming from someone who has a lot of brothers, who has a decent amount of male friends. A lot of these men, yes, they do hangouts where they're hanging out by themselves every now and then. They're usually indoors doing some sort of like games and drinks and whatnot. But most of the time, women are involved. When they're at the club, women are there. When they're doing all these things, women are there. Now, that doesn't mean that he's doing anything with these women, but is he someone of great character and integrity? That is the question. I personally feel like someone who has sexual discipline would not be talking about hunching you or humping you whilst you're sick. That would be the last thing on his mind. He will not be talking about your hair, knowing fully well that that is a sensitive subject, considering what you are going through. So when you think about all of these things, I feel like Kimmy is worn out. She is tired of that man, but she is not going to leave that man. So she's probably going to continue to just show up, defend him when she can. And that is it. One thing I thought was interesting was she was like, well, he was arrested for a DUI. He wasn't convicted. She was trying to own in and really talk about the fact that he wasn't convicted for a DUI. Now, here's the thing. She's like, oh, it's interesting watching people go on about it when they don't have all the facts that we do. I'm like, what facts did you guys have? Was he drinking or was he not drinking? I feel like if someone was wrongly arrested for a DUI and they were not drinking, especially now that the whole thing has been dropped, wouldn't you be out here saying, well, he wasn't drinking, it was whatever? You didn't say that. Basically hopped on the fact that you feel like people are already making their emphasizing their opinions when they don't have all the facts. The other thing, from the video was that she also felt like the reunion should be after like people have had time to watch those clips. And I agree. I feel like they should play those clips. There are some crucial clips that you should play. If I'm saying my opinion, like for instance, Melody had a really strong opinion about the drink driving situation, those sorts of things should have been played for them. Let Kimmy see it and let them be able to talk about it and address it. I don't think it's fair to be seeing it after the reunion, because that then spills over beef that didn't need to exist. It also makes the reunion hard to understand and so far removed from the reality. Like, for example, does that mean we're not going to see Destiny being out here saying she loves Mel and looking like she's teary-eyed? Are we not going to see that addressed at the reunion? So these sorts of things makes it annoying, because it's like, these are the clips that they are crucial. You're meant to show it. So on that, I agree with her. Now, she was kind of making it seem like Mel should say it to her face. But I'm like, same way you are always out here talking to Maurice, throwing little jabs at Mel whenever you get the opportunity to, is the same way she is going to throw jabs. It's a reality TV show. We're all going to be throwing our little jabs. And whichever one gets caught on, gets caught on. And if you as an individual cannot understand how someone can have strong opinions about driving under the influence, then you're being disingenuous. A lot of people die from driving under the influence. So I don't think it's far-fetched that Melody had strong opinions about it. Now, word on the street allegedly is that Melody and Kimmy got into it really seriously. Now, if that's truly the case and Kimmy didn't even see this clip, that means next season is going to be Kimmy coming for Mel real hard. And I'm sure Mel is going to get blamed again by the fans for losing yet another relationship. Broken record, honey. We don't care. And I don't think Melody does either. She is getting money. Her children are blessed. Everyone is good. That's all she cares about, in my opinion. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, share, hit that subscribe button, tap that bell button right next to it so you know every single time that I post. And I'll see you guys in the chat. Thank you. Bye.